Hello and welcome back to my Dandelion Diaries. I have a very fun video today. I was kindly sent some more tapes from the Washi tape shop, which I am an affiliate for, and I wanted to share all of these new designs that they came out with because they're all florals, and well, not all of them, but most of them are florals, and I definitely want to pick one of these to update my garden journal in the back where I do my journaling entries. So we're going to swatch some of these out to go over the different types, and then I'm going to be doing my garden journal at the end. So let's start off with the first tape here that I've already kind of opened. I couldn't wait. This is the Rose Nocturne Gilded PET tape. And this tape is beautiful. It is kind of like blue and white florals with gold foiling on some of the accent pieces. Absolutely stunning. This one may be a good contender with what I want to do for my garden journal today. Like I said, this is a light blue to dark blue floral with the gold gilding. It does have some blue butterflies in there as well. This is available in a washi tape version too, as well as this PET tape version. I really enjoy the Washi Tape Shop florals. I'm always glad when I get to try out the new ones, and this is definitely one I'm going to be keeping around because this is a very beautiful, beautiful floral. Next up, we have the Dreamy Merlot wide PET tape. And this floral is light pink to red with roses, and it looks like some other lovely little garden flowers, greenery, and butterflies. This one's definitely going to be a winner. One thing I really enjoy about this one already is that it has red in it without it being overpowering red, and it isn't Christmassy red. Something that I really look for when it comes to florals in the springtime is a variety of colors, and this one has red in it, which is a color that I find hard to get in florals that aren't all the other colors with red. I honestly think this is going to be perfect for what I want to use in my garden journal for June, just because it is roses and florals and butterflies, but we still have a few more tapes to go through, so let's wait on that decision for a minute. The next tape they sent me is called Ivory Garden, and this is also in the PET tape version. And this is some beautiful white roses, white florals with some kind of sagey green leafy backgrounds. Really dainty, very wedding-esque, very Bridgerton, if you will. Really quite stunning. And something I always find fascinating about PET tapes or washi tapes that have white printed items on them is how subtly they appear on paper. They do almost blend in, but they're still very much visible. I find that on grid paper especially, these do really well by separating themselves out on the page, but if you put them in a blank notebook like I have, then they just do a nice job of creating an extra accent. Honestly, I think these make beautiful decorations and journal pages. I just find that white and cream like florals are just so interesting and like soft and beautiful in journal pages. Continuing on with the floral tapes, this one is called Spring Bloom, and it is again in the PET tape version. And this one looks to have some nice oranges and yellows and pinks, little bits of greenery, which is common with all these florals so far. Really beautiful, dainty, a great floral to have. I personally feel like this floral tape is perfect for summertime. It's giving all of those nice, bright, warm colors, the oranges, the yellows, the pinks, and I feel like this one is really dainty as well. It could pass for a great journaling tape if you wanted to make a floral spread for watching the Bridgerton series. All of these florals really are just giving me the Bridgerton Netflix series vibes, or if you have read the Bridgerton books by Julia, then you will know that they still fit the vibes there too. All of these are fantastic so far. I'm really happy with the Washi Tape Shop's new florals. The next tape they sent me is called Floral Soliloquy, and this is also a PET version. And this one has florals, some banner-like options, and then also looks like some girls. Very nice. Again, that kind of white floral background. Really, really pretty, like dainty women in these ones. Again, this one has that kind of white floral look to it, so it's going to look really good and soft and muted. I think these florals are fantastic if you were planning a wedding too, if you wanted to decorate like a wedding journal or a wedding planner. And the women depicted on this tape are really great if you like old-timey fantasy or romance novels, not fantasy novels, like Jane Austen novels or any of the Brontes. Like, this would be a really fun reading journal spread for like Wuthering Heights or even Jane Eyre, if you ask me. The next tape they sent me is a bundle, and this is their Floral Lane bundle. It has a bunch of the skinnier washi tapes in it. So in this set, there are 22 different patterns. I think it'd be best for me to showcase these in the swatch book, but they are like normal washi tapes. So typically the washi tape shop has a paper backing on the back of their tapes. This set does not have that backing, which I think works well for the skinnier tapes, because with the skinnier tape and a backing, it may be more of a hassle to lay it down for some. I personally don't mind whether it has backing or not when it's skinny. If anything, it makes it easier for me to lay it down. It just can be a little bit tedious, I know, if you're in a rush to decorate something, but these are very slim, and I definitely am interested to see how they look next to each other. A lot of these skinny tapes are very floral in nature as well, and some of them have little pictures of like planners and journals on them, which I think is really cute. And there's another one that has almost like bird houses and like flower vases and a little kitty cat, which is also really, really cute. I think the color palette of these is very much on the warmer side. There is maybe one or two that could be kind of considered cool toned tapes, with like the florals being a little bit more on the blue leaning side. But overall, they're majority like pinks and yellows and, you know, reds, which is very summery, very springy in color palettes. For the skinny tapes that are accompanying these, there's interesting, I don't know, they're kind of interesting. There's a bunch of solid colors, and then in between each of the solid colors there's like a duotone tape. So that tape is cut in half, where one half is one color and the other half is the other color. I think this would be really nifty if you wanted to like outline a page or something. I don't really know what I'm gonna use these for yet, but I definitely think skinny tapes are great when setting up planners, because you can just add a little bit of decoration to blank space if you want things to look a little bit fuller without having it be overly decorated. The second to last tape they sent me is called Petal Ponder. And this looks to be one of their black and white, kind of more vintagey floral tapes. These make wonderful accents to anything. You can cut out the flowers individually, or like the little stamps they have individually. I feel like these look really good overlaid on top of other stuff if you like to do collaging on your journal pages as well. I think the black and white floral tapes, again, are really unique and dainty, and overall they just kind of like blend into the page. Honestly, for tapes like this where it is more like black grayscale, I like to layer these with other bright colorful tapes, just because that's typically the thing I go for, is the more colorful styles. But if you are somebody who likes very neutral like planner spreads or journal spreads, or you just don't like a lot of bright colors, having a black floral vintagey like tape like this maybe game changing. You never know. This is really quite beautiful. I like that you can still see a lot of the detail even though everything is in grayscale. And the last tape they sent me is the Urban Trek, and this is in the washi tape version. And this looks to be a tape full of places to visit around the world. We have the Eiffel Tower, Rome, the Manhattan Bridge, New York City. Let's see what else we got here. Nathan's Famous Hot Dogs in New York again, Brooklyn, San Francisco. There's Big Ben. What else we got? Oh, I think that's in France. The Basilica. I'm not sure where that's located. If anybody knows, let us know. But looks like they have a whole bunch of beautiful places from around the world on this one. I personally am not a very well-traveled individual, so I'm probably not the best to speak on some of these places. and if this is an accurate depiction, but I think this looks really cool in the very like contemporary style of this tape. I think if you have a travel journal or you do travel a lot, this would be a really fun way to document those places, almost in a photograph like magazine style spread. This is really quite nifty. I do like that there is a range of places too. I think it's a little New York heavy if I'm being honest, but anyways, it's a really fun tape, very fun for traveling and maybe putting in a travel type journal or planner. So the tape that I decided to go with for my journal here, this is my garden planner. I like to decorate the outer edges of the pages with floral PET tapes, as you can see here. So that was May, here's April, March, you know, June, February, March, and then January. So I actually have only used floral tapes from the Washi tape shop. They are some of my ultimate favorites. So not breaking that trend now, but I'm going to go ahead and use the the Dreamy Merlot tape for June. And the way I typically like to use these PET tapes in my pages is I will cut them out in a more individual section. So like individual sections of flowers. And then I cut the section in half. So then I have basically double the amount of tape in a way, but I don't want the whole page to be tape. I'd rather it just be kind of like a border. And so by cutting the tape in half, it gives me a flatter edge that I can line up with the edge of the page. And then the more, I guess, wavy or silhouetted line is facing where my journal writing will be. So it's not as like clear cut and square where I'm writing, but it's clear cut and square at the edge of the page. I'm going to go ahead and finish filling out the rest of this, and then I'll be back and show you guys what it looks like when I'm totally done. And here is the final layout that I have done for my June journal pages and my garden planner. I love how this turned out. I love the florals with this being kind of like reddish pink. Definitely on theme for what I want to do for my June section. I do want to say, if you are interested in any of these tapes, like I said, I was kindly sent these by the Washi Tape Shop. I am an affiliate with them, and you can use my code Danielle10 for 10% off anything site-wide. They do offer really reasonably priced international shipping. It's like anything over $20, it's pretty much free shipping. So take advantage of that. I think these interesting little tapes are really cool. Definitely check these out if you're interested in some small florals. And the fact that they come with skinny tapes too is even better. I feel like these are going to be really useful for so many different projects. Anyways, I want to thank you so much for watching, for joining me here today, and I hope you have a great rest of your day, and I'll see you in the next one. Bye.